I did 10K in my very first month with online coaching, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. I'm not necessarily new to the YouTube game. I've been doing YouTube for a really long time, about 4 years at this point. I've been kind of obsessing over YouTube and figuring out how to grow on YouTube. I've grown multiple channels, to 100K subscribers. I've grown a channel from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in just 3 weeks, and I've done the same for multiple clients. Clients who just wanted to be YouTubers. Now I transitioned over into helping high-ticket online coaches to grow their business, and earn more money using YouTube, because YouTube is the most powerful tool out there nowadays. A lot of people are still stuck on Instagram and Facebook, TikTok. Dude, YouTube is just king. Like, YouTube is 100% king now when it comes to making videos, making content to grow your business. YouTube is by far king. But anyway, let's get into how I ended up making $10,000 in my very first month online coaching. It's been a pretty wild journey. If you don't know who I am, I did a video explaining my entire journey, so I'm not going to go too in depth on it. I'm going to get right to the chase and tell you how you can also make $10,000 a month and why it's actually not that hard. It's really just not that hard to make 10K a month with online coaching, as long as you have the skill set, as long as you have, something to actually offer to people that people actually want. It's not hard at all. Like, once you have that, you've done 90% of the work. Now you just have to figure out the marketing and the rest of the stuff that a lot of people just don't know how to do. And that's why I'm here, to teach you how you can do those things once you have that skill set. So anyway, a really quick summary of how I even got into coaching in the first place. I was a YouTuber. I had multiple channels, like I said, grew a couple channels to over 100K automation channels, and I had a couple of personal channels as well. My main personal channel got banned for a reason that I still don't know. I was friends with a lot of larger YouTubers. They all reached out to their personal Google reps trying to get answers on why I was banned, and still haven't gotten an answer to this day. And I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty devastating whenever it did happen. I put my entire life into that. I sacrificed everything. I sacrificed every relationship I had, didn't talk to anybody. Really, the only thing that I did every single day, I woke up, I made YouTube videos, I tried to further my YouTube career, and I worked out and went to sleep and just did the same thing over and over and over, to the point where I literally, like I said, cut off all relationships, had no contact with anybody, just grinding YouTube. And it had, I got up to like maybe 20K a month. And looking back on it, the grind was definitely not worth the money at the time. 20K a month is great. That's tremendous. I'm very, very grateful that I was able to make that amount of money. Now with the online coaching space and my eyes opened up to what's really possible, the amount of money that I was making on YouTube previously is just pennies compared to what's possible with online coaching. And I'm super grateful, once again, that I even went through that journey of the 3 to 5 years that I spent just obsessing over YouTube algorithms and how to grow on YouTube and the different types of channels. There's YouTube channels that are only made for business purposes, and there's YouTube channels who are only made, to grow on YouTube, to make AdSense money and things like that. Just learning all of those things and like what's the difference, how to grow each one. I'm super grateful that I went through that, because now I have the opportunity to coach others on how to do that as well. And ultimately, I'm grateful that I did end up getting banned, because now I get to do this, which is way more fulfilling to me. I feel like I'm making much more of a difference, helping actual good people out there grow their coaching businesses and also grow their YouTube presence. It's way more fulfilling to me than just growing my own channels and slaving away every day. Like, I had no opportunity to go on vacations, to go on trips, like to have any sort of freedom. I had zero opportunity to do that. And once again, super grateful that I had that opportunity to do YouTube and make that much money from my room. I'm super grateful for it, and super grateful that I had to go through the hardships that came with it and everything, because now, once again, I can teach others how to do it, and I have way more freedom now. But once I got banned, and I had kind of started this a little bit before I got banned, I started helping some other people in some done for you services, where I was growing YouTube channels for businesses, not necessarily specifically online coaches, but I did work with a good bit of online coaches where I was doing some done for you stuff. And then once I got banned, I kind of went really hard into that stuff, where I was doing a lot of done for you stuff, helping people, or not helping people, doing it for them, growing their YouTube presences, trying to grow their online businesses, and also working with some people who just wanted to grow a YouTube channel to grow a YouTube channel, just doing it for them. And then after a few months, I met some people, and I don't like to get too religious on here, but I am a Christian, and I fully believe that God set me on this path and put me in the presence of certain people who pushed me in the direction of just doing done with you stuff. with online coaching. Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty wild journey. I told the entire story in another video, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but God definitely connected me with certain people. God definitely sent me on this path that I'm on now, and I'm super grateful for it. So that's basically how I got into online coaching, just by chance or by the grace of God. Just got into this, and I really love it. Not only for the money, I mean, it's mostly because of the fulfillment that comes from it. Like I said, helping good people actually grow a presence on this platform, helping good people grow their businesses and gain the ability, gain their freedom. It's just, there's nothing like it, man. I enjoy it so much. So maybe you're in the program already watching this video, or maybe you're thinking about joining. Super grateful for you. Whether you're in the program, whether you're just a supporter of the YouTube channel, I'm extremely grateful for you. But anyway, here is how I went from $0 to $10,000 a month with the online coaching business. Like I said, I have been doing some done for you services. I had a lot of connections from my YouTube past. A lot of people always emailed me like every single day asking me, how did I grow channels this fast? Because I did take a channel from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in just 3 weeks. And I had so many emails asking me how the hell I did that. And, so I just reached out to a lot of people who I knew needed help, who I knew that I could help, and also that were good people, because I only like to allow good people into the program. I like to feel like I'm filling up YouTube and growing people's presence on YouTube. Filling the platform with really good people is what I like to do, what I like to think I do. And so I reached out to a lot of people who I felt like fit that mold and that I could really help. And yeah, I started doing some done for you stuff, transferred that into some done with you stuff. A lot of people didn't transfer over, which was fully expected, but there was a few people who did transfer over, and I charged them super low prices. So I mean, that wasn't like the bulk of the 10K. The bulk of the 10K came from Instagram and YouTube marketing. Paid ads is the way to go, man. Like, you can try the organic stuff. It's going to take a while to ramp up. If you want to get started today and you have the money today, just go ahead and do the paid ad stuff. And personally, you could get started on Instagram. You could get started on Facebook. I would definitely grow some sort of Instagram presence, but most of the people came from YouTube. And if you didn't come from YouTube, you came from Instagram and then went to YouTube and then booked a call. That's mostly how it goes. Everybody's going to come from YouTube in one way or another, whether they first found you on Instagram or whether they first found you on YouTube. They're most likely going to book a call. They're most likely going to join your program from watching your YouTube videos. So 100%, you need a YouTube channel, man, and you need to structure it the right way. I think that's number one, the number one rule, the number one non-negotiable. If you want to get to 10K a month with your coaching program or whatever price, even if you're making 30K a month already, I've scaled people from 30K to 70K a month in just 1 month. From YouTube, just from implementing a YouTube channel and doing it the proper way. I've scaled people from 30K a month to 70K a month. And I've made people from 0 to 5K in their very first week with coaching. Just off implementing a YouTube channel. It's insane how powerful YouTube is for online coaches, man. It really is. It's just wild. It's just wild how underutilized this platform is. And it's really not that difficult. Like, it's pretty simple. You just have to do it the right way. There's so many people out there who they don't know exactly how to do YouTube for business reasons, for business purposes, because there's so many people out there who teach you how to be a YouTuber. There's not really many people out there who teach you how to do YouTube for business. Like, there's nobody out there who teaches that. And that's where I come in. That's where I teach people and businesses how to grow your business using YouTube rather than being a YouTuber. It's two completely different things, and people just don't understand that. But anyway, I transferred over from done for you stuff to done with you stuff. Some people transferred over with me, and then I reached out to a lot of people and asked them if they needed any coaching. I put it out on some of my socials, the ones that weren't banned. and some people reached out to me and said, yeah, man, let's do it. I've been wondering how you've been able to grow so fast on these channels. Let's do it. So that's how I got, a good chunk of it, but not the bulk of it. The bulk of it came from Instagram and from YouTube. So I would say rule number one, if you want to get to 10K a month, or if you just want to scale your coaching business in general, have a YouTube channel. Rule number two, don't be afraid to reach out to your network. Like, whatever that is, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's an existing social circle, whatever it is, man. If you're a marriage coach, reach out to every single person that that's married and let them know, hey, I've started this, or at least like make a post on Facebook and send them the post. and just be like, hey, if you have any struggles with your marriage, go ahead and check this out. Or say, if you know anyone who's struggling with their marriage, go ahead and check this out. If you don't want to be too forward and be like, hey, I'm guessing that you're struggling with your marriage. You don't want to, make that assumption. And then they're like, actually, my marriage is completely fine. I don't know why you would assume that this is going poorly. You don't want to be like that. But you say, hey, if you know anyone who's struggling with their marriage, I actually just started a coaching program where I help people out, get through their struggles in their marriage. Or maybe you're a fitness coach and, you just post it on social media and send it to people who that are either just getting into fitness, maybe they're, a little bit more advanced, but you could take them to the next level, or maybe they're out of shape and you want to see if they want to get in shape. A lot of people want to get in shape, man. Everybody wants to get in shape. Reach out to your existing social circles, whatever that is. Whatever your following is on social media, make sure that they know what you're doing, because I guarantee you there's a lot more people out there who are willing to buy your stuff, especially if they know, like, and trust you. If you know them personally, they're so much more likely to actually buy your stuff, man. So reach out to your social circles. And that's another reason why YouTube is so special, because right now you're spending like 10 minutes with me already, just me talking to you like you're my friend, getting to know me. And you don't do that with Reels. You don't do that with TikToks. You don't do that with short form content. You don't get to know me like you do with YouTube. Like, YouTube is making you know, like, and trust me, and it can do the same thing for you with the clients that you want to gain, because you're spending so much more time with me. And maybe you don't know, like, and trust me. Maybe you watch these videos and you're like, I don't really trust this guy that much. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. At least you're making that decision before we get on a sales call and waste both of our times. It's way better, because now the people who do know, like, and trust me are going to stick around for future YouTube videos and possibly even join the program. And the people who don't know before we get on a call. We don't have to waste anyone's time. We can just, rule that out before we even waste the time. So rule number 1, you have to have a YouTube channel. Rule number 2, I fully recommend paid ads if you want to get started quickly. And rule number 3, you must reach out to your existing social circle. Make sure that you post on every single existing social media. Every single person who has eyeballs needs to see that you now have a coaching program, because I guarantee you're going to be surprised at how many people out there are willing to buy your coaching program, especially if you have done something that most people out there haven't done. Like, for me, I've grown multiple YouTube channels, once again, over 100K subscribers, and people around me, they always ask me, like, how the hell do you do that? Like, people in real life, people online, they always ask me, dude, how is that possible? Like, how are you making that much money off of making YouTube videos? People ask me that all the time. And it's just like, once I started a coaching program, I had no idea how many people were willing to pay me to teach them that, that method, the thing that I've been obsessing over for 5 years, trying to learn how to do it. I had finally mastered it, and people wanted that info so bad, and they wanted it so bad, and they wanted to not spend the 5 years obsessing over it like I did so bad that they're willing to pay me $5,000 to teach it to them. And I think that should be the next rule, is stop underselling yourself. Stop selling things for $500 for 3 months worth of coaching. Like, there's so many people out there like that, man. And they totally undervalue themselves. If you've done things similar to what I've done in whatever field that you're in, it doesn't have to be with YouTube or social media. It could be whatever field that you're in. If you have an amazing physique and you're a fitness coach, I guarantee you there's people out there who are jealous of you, who want that same physique. And there's going to be people out there who are willing to swallow that pride, swallow that jealousy, and pay you $5,000, maybe even $10,000 in order to get that same physique. Or at least cut out all the BS, cut out the time that it takes to learn how to do it, cut out the meal prepping, whatever services you offer, they're willing to pay you much more than $500 to $2,000. Like, they're willing to pay a lot of money. Especially if you've done something, if you've gotten results for yourself and others, there's no reason why they wouldn't pay you. Like, when I think of the offer that I have, it's just a no-brainer, in my opinion. Like, the amount of money that you're going to make from what I offer is just like $5,000 is pennies compared to what you're going to make if you implement YouTube the right way into your coaching business. Like, you're going to make a ton more money, man. Like I said, I had somebody recently come into the program who was making over $30,000 a month already, immediately scaled to $70K a month after doing organic for a really long time on trying to do YouTube, but not really doing YouTube, and then doing Facebook and Instagram, but not running ads. Like, it's pretty insane how you can go from 30K and been there for a while, and then you implement YouTube, immediately go to 70K. Like, it's insane how powerful YouTube is, and it's insane how limited people are in their beliefs of how much their services are actually worth. Stop undervaluing yourself. Whatever skill you have, if you actually have a skill and it's been proven to work over and over again for yourself and others, you need to charge more. You need to charge, in my opinion, at least like $4,000, $4,500. A lot of people can probably charge around 10K. I'm not even a coach that coaches other coaches on how to become coaches. I'm not like that. I coach people on how to grow a YouTube presence for their online business. More specifically, high ticket online coaches, how to grow your YouTube presence in order to grow your business. That's what I coach. But I see so many people out there who I do end up coaching on how to grow their YouTube presence. They undersell themselves, man. They undervalue themselves so much, and it's frustrating to watch. So that's the final rule. Stop undervaluing yourself. If you want to charge 5K a month, you only have to make 2 sales a month in order to make 10K. I mean, if you're doing everything properly, if you're doing Instagram, Facebook, if you're doing YouTube properly, the most important thing obviously is the YouTube channel, because even the people that go, find you from Instagram and Facebook, they're going to go watch your YouTube videos to see if they know, like, and trust you before buying. It saves you time. It saves them time. It makes you a lot more money. And it's just a no-brainer. Like, you have to get on YouTube. So if you do all those things, you're going to make a lot more than $10,000 a month. But for me, so far in my very first month with doing this coaching stuff, instead of doing done for you, going ahead and going all in on the done with you stuff, I've made $10,000. I like to be transparent with everybody, and let you know, I don't think that $10,000 is rich or anything. And I'm sure most of you watching this video probably also don't think $10,000 is rich, but I am very proud of it. And I think that you should be proud of it too if you're making that much money, because we're doing this on our own. We're not working for anybody else, or at least I'm not, and probably you're not watching this video. We're not working for anybody else. We're all on our own with these things, and it's a very rewarding but also a very stressful way to go about life. It's the only way that I would choose, though. It's the only path that I would choose, and I'm sure you watching this are also the same way. So I appreciate you guys watching this. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully it wasn't too babbly, rambly, but I do like to just get in front of the camera and talk to it, because I feel like it's more like a conversation rather than like a presentation. I like to have more of a conversation with you guys, because once again, YouTube is about letting people make the decision on if they know, like, and trust you. It's not about deceiving people into know, like, and trusting you. Let them make the decision. Let them say, I don't trust that guy too much. I'm not going to buy his program. I'm not going to watch his YouTube anymore. Or maybe you do know, like, and trust me, and you want to implement my YouTube system into your coaching business. Then maybe you'll continue watching the videos. Maybe you'll even join the program, and we can get it going today. Get it really growing instantly. Let me know what you're thinking about this video in the comments. Let me know how your coaching business is doing in the comments. And once again, hopefully this helped you out. If you did want to book a call, the link will be in the top of the description. Or if you want to DM me on Instagram and just get started today, we can implement the systems literally today. Go ahead and DM me on Instagram and let me know that you're ready to go.